Right.
What do you think about that, Charles?
I, to some extent, agree. I think the piece that's missing from that analogy is really, the devil's in the details. Most of the institutions buying ETH and staking it are not staking it themselves. There's this kind of oligopoly of smaller players that control all of the stake, even though you can move it from one to another. So I don't think just owning the crypto, unless you're staking it yourself, really is doing that. If you're just passively holding it and letting someone else manage it and stake it for you. So it's kind of correct. It's almost like the pooling of Bitcoin miners. So I get that point, but I think unless you're actually going to operate your own validator nodes and be a part of the consensus mechanism yourself, you're really just handing that off to somebody else, and that the person you handed it off to has that control. And then if you go down another layer, who controls what transactions end up on chain?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the business we're in, block building. Like Titan and Beaver are, I think, north of, if you include BuilderNet, there are over 90% of all blocks that get built go through two players. And that's where we're focused. We're like 3% of that market right now.
Why wouldn't they go into node operations? I mean, it would seem like the natural evolution of maybe these treasury companies.
Because you need technical expertise. So they're just outsourcing it to people that know what they're doing.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what we've been doing it since 2021. And it's, it took us a while to get in to do that well. The block building, we've been doing that for, coming up on, almost 2 years.